Hi, and welcome to this edition of Oxford Empowered. I'm Brenda Pearce, the Empowered Nurse, here to triage body, mind, and spirit. And today we're in Woodstock at Chateau Le Mont Guest House, 210 Vansittart Avenue. Our episode today is going to be timely. It's focusing on mental health and wellness with a couple of members of the Canadian Mental Health Association's local branches. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back right after these messages. And welcome back. Today's episode, as I said before the break, was about mental health and wellness. It's very timely that we spend some time really thinking about and checking into mental health and wellness, especially this time of the year when seasonal affective disorder is a key component of many people's lives. So today we're going to start a conversation with Laura, a member of the local branch of our Mental Health Association. Hi Laura, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for having us.
It's a pleasure to have you here on your busy schedule. And I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the Canadian Mental Health Association and our local branches. Can you tell us where they're located and how people can access them?
We have three primary locations. The main office is in Woodstock on Peel, on corner of Peel and Wellington. And then we also have an office located in Tillsonburg at the Tillsonburg Memorial Hospital. And our third location is in Ingersoll, and that is at the Nurse Practitioner-led Clinic on King Street.
Oh, wonderful. So there's a lot of access to mental health facilities in Oxford County, but there's still a lot of stigma around mental health and mental illness. And I wondered if you could dispel maybe some of the myths about it, how people, how mental health is everybody's issue, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think at some point in everyone's lives, they struggle with some sort of mental health, whether it's grief of a lost one, whether it's overwhelmed with the promotion or a loss of work, whether it's confusion around, raising children or just struggling through life circumstances. When the symptoms or the feelings become impactful in their lives, that's when more attention needs to be, put into that.
Right. So there are a lot of times when people don't realize they're struggling. Can you maybe illuminate some instances where people are struggling?
A real common area where people are struggling is when it impacts their sleeping, their eating, and their relationships. So if any changes of normal behavior. So if someone normally sleeps well and they're noticing that their sleep is being disturbed, or they're up in the night or struggling to fall asleep, or if their eating habits, if people change and eat more or less than normal.
Okay. So they're very subtle changes, though, that can accumulate over time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then when it starts to impact their daily activities of living, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a key signal to when maybe to seek out for more help than what maybe you have been trying to cope with day to day.
Right. So it can happen very easily. Like you say, there are various parameters that happen. And it's really important for us to not ignore those, right? And especially, too, with this time of the year, seasonal affective disorder, or S.A.D, is something that a lot of people may experience it maybe just for a week or two, but it is impactful as well. It needs to be looked at, right?
Absolutely. The lack of light. We isolate ourselves, we hibernate in our homes, so, all the light, the less activity, the less interaction and relationship we have with people all can accumulate together to impact people's well-being, for sure.
Right, and it's true that Christmas brings out the best and the worst in people, right? And it can be a time of high stress, high impact, and then when the season is done, we put the boxes away and everything else. That's when we kind of go, and things happen. Right.
Yes, now what? What do we have to look forward to? My family is gone. The lights, the activity, the busyness of it all disappear. And then sometimes the lonely feelings of loneliness or hopelessness can creep in. For sure. Canadian Mental Health has several different programs or outreaches and opportunities to seek support and counseling. So that is available as well.
That's excellent. So when somebody is feeling as this situation presents itself, do they need to go to the doctor first to get a referral to the Canadian Mental Health Association, or is there a drop-in, or how can they get
Referrals are not necessary. You can refer yourself. You can come with a friend or on your own or with a family member. We have walk-in clinics which are located outside of those 3 offices, I think they're also in Tavistock as well as Ingersoll, Tillsonburg, and Woodstock. And also our drop-in clinic at the main office. It's a self-help, so you can come in at any point during the weekdays.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful. Yes, because it's always kind of like people feel that they are, intimidated by the process of getting help. As you're saying, that there is so much accessibility. They don't have to wait necessarily to get to their doctor. And
Not at all.
that's great. Yeah. And it doesn't always also include medication, right, as part of the treatment?
No, at Canadian Mental Health, we do not have any doctors assigned to the programs. So we provide counseling, supporter counseling, groups, and recreational activities. Medication is definitely an important part to some people's wellness and growth and some of the struggles that they're dealing with, but it's not always necessary, and it's certainly not anything that CMHA would be able to offer.
Right, which is a friendly approach, right? First and let's talk about it, let's get to know you, and then we can go from there.
See what their needs are, and then help them refer them to if CMHA is not able to meet those needs. And we will certainly support people to reach out into the community to find what resources they need.
Wonderful. So, as other than the ability to drop into these centers and walk-in clinics and whatever access point that people choose to do so, is there a website that people can go to get more information, or newsletters they can sign up for?
Yep, the Self-Help has a newsletter that they put out monthly, and that has a lot of the recreational programs and the groups in them. Our website is always available, as well as Reach Out, which is a 24 hours a day, 7 days a week helpline for people who, when they are struggling, they're alone, and they need to seek help immediately.
Wonderful. So it's really, truly a part of the community.
Absolutely. Ride Don't Hide is a fundraiser that we do on a yearly. We try to engage the community with that. We're connected with United Way, which is definitely local engagement in the community, and we try to be relevant and impactful in our community.
Wonderful. And so it's really important for everybody to realize that mental health is everybody's issue. Mental wellness is key to successful living, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, Laura, thank you for being with us on this segment.
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So we'll be right back after this break.
Hi, I'm Kelly Ayers, host of Authors of Oxford County. Watch me for authors' profiles on Rogers TV.
And we're back. And this segment we have Christine from our local branch of the Oxford County Mental Health Association. And we are going to be talking a little bit more about crisis intervention. Christine, can you tell us a little bit about you and your role?
Sure. So I am a part of our crisis and outreach team, and I am also a part of the new program called MHER, which is something that just started in September, which is really cool, where we're actually riding alongside with the 2 police forces for our area. So we're out with Oxford County OPP now and Woodstock Police Service. So that's a brand new service. So sometimes now when people are calling police, especially if it's something mental health and addictions related, they might see somebody like me coming along as well to provide some more of the support. Through our crisis and outreach services, we offer a whole range of services. So I might be someone that they would see if, say, they were just coming into our office to stop by and kind of even just learn more about the supports that are offered in the area, or looking for specific kind of crisis support or even support for families and friends. We would also be doing like the phone line, so if somebody is calling through Reach Out, then they might see someone like me as well. So we're kind of all over the place. We do a lot of assessments within the hospitals, a lot of work with other agencies and things like that, just really trying to promote mental health throughout our community and really help people out when they're maybe in more of that crisis mode, or even some of the preventative stuff as well.
Right. Now, going back to the last segment, I just wanted to correct a little bit about how the people can access, and then we'll get a little bit more in depth with more about the crisis intervention team.
Yeah, so for our walking counseling clinics, we actually are only doing now, we have Tillsonburg on Mondays, Ingersoll on Tuesdays, Tavistock on Wednesdays, and then the Woodstock Hospital is holding the walking counseling on Thursdays, and then back at our office on the Saturday in the Woodstock office.
Wonderful. So there's always a point of access.
Definitely, and one of the main reasons for having our walking counseling was we were really trying to get more out there in the county. We heard a lot of people's frustrations that they needed to come to Woodstock if they wanted any support, and we live in a big county, a rural county, where not everybody has the access to transportation, so we've really made more of an effort to have more access points for people throughout the whole county.
Which is really, really great, because in this day and age, mental health issues do touch so many people on such a variety of levels. It can be, a new crisis intervention situation, or a situation that's been ongoing, right? And how would your team access help somebody in a crisis situation?
So it really depends, because like you said, there's a whole range of different issues. And one of the things that we really try and promote as well, is that you don't have to be in a total crisis in order to access our supports. I think sometimes people are kind of thrown off by the word crisis, and that's why we've tried to change our team name to more crisis and outreach. So that we can serve more people and help people before it gets to the point of a crisis. So some of the things that we might help out with is providing some of that supportive counseling, even just having that ear, having a different perspective. I think everybody can benefit from that, having kind of that sounding board and a new perspective on things. We also talk a lot about coping strategies and different specific tools that people can use in their situation. We might do some kind of linkages and referrals. So a lot of times people will come to us, and it might not even be, say, a mental health issue, more something like, financial stress or housing issues and things like that, that are, of course, impacting their mental health. And then our team can actually kind of help people figure out, where do I go from here, right? And really come up with that game plan to help them get into a better spot, so that, of course, then their mental health is helped as well.
Absolutely. It's a holistic approach, isn't it? Body, mind, and spirit.
Definitely.
And when there's a weak link on one aspect, it affects the whole person, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And the ripple effect in the family as well is very impacted as well, isn't it?
Definitely. Yeah, and I think a lot of times when people come in, even just having that opportunity to kind of talk about what's going on and working together about coming up with that strategy and that plan, because I think in a lot of ways we all inherently know what we need, right? We all know what's gonna benefit us, what's gonna help us, but sometimes it takes a little bit of having somebody walk alongside with you for a little while to really bring that out, right? And I think sometimes we imagine that we need to go to these professionals to get, this big plan, and that we can't do it on our own. And a lot of our work is actually helping people build that confidence and bringing it out in themselves and realizing that they do have a lot of strength and resiliency in themselves, and just learning to kind of tap into that.
Which is fabulous, because empowering the person to become more resourceful in their own life and know that they have those resources, that when they need them, it totally takes the stigma out of it, doesn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, there are some situations out there where there is drugs involved and suicide risks and things like that, which are very serious, very, very serious. And that's where, sometimes police intervention comes in first, and that's why the outreach team is so pivotal in that, because they can help to take a different perspective on a situation that otherwise would end up maybe criminally involved.
Yeah, and that's been really helpful to kind of get out there more and be alongside with police, so that, if someone is becoming involved with the law because of their addictions, then we're able to be there and, talk about different programs that exist to try and, at least just boost their education on what's out there and what exists. really try and curb some of those behaviors that way, right? And helping them access resources so that it doesn't continue to, become more of a criminal issue. And especially, if a lot of times police might be the first responders to suicide risk calls, because people are calling 911, they're concerned about their family or friend, which is of course a good thing to do, especially if anybody is getting any sort of messages or really concerned about a loved one, that for sure calling 911 is a good idea. So it's helpful to be there with the officers and be able to just talk to people in their homes. We're finding that a lot of times people were being taken from their homes and having to be transported to the hospital to then do that assessment. And we're trying to curb some of that because, of course, people are going to feel more comfortable, chatting about what's going on in their lives in their living room and trying to reduce some of the stigma of having to be picked up by the police, brought to the hospital, going through all that, when it might be something that they just need that person to talk to and really kind of figure things out. And if we can do that in their home,
bonus, right? And it doesn't tie up medical resources either, which is really key in this day and age as well. So, yes, hitting at the home level is always the best way to start, isn't it?
Yeah, and we've been finding, surprisingly, that actually it's really helping a lot with the preventative piece as well. That wasn't something that I was expecting, because you think of police presence as, when things have kind of, hit the fan and we're in major crisis mode. But there's a lot of times that people are calling police and it's maybe some more minor issues, or those times that they're starting to get involved in petty crimes and things like that, that we're able to connect with them right at the start where things are starting to deteriorate, so that it doesn't become that major crisis point. Because we've always had a good partnership with police, where they would call us out if it was kind of those crisis moments, but now we're finding, because we're there more, we're more accessible to them, we're actually getting more calls that are, like I said, based on that kind of preventative model, where when things are starting to go downhill, we can get in there right away, encourage resources, get them set up with things, so that hopefully it doesn't become a crisis mode.
Right, and actually creating that level of support is so pivotal, and the sooner people get into that level of support, then we're reducing the statistics, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So, it's really wonderful to have you here to be able to talk about this and share this information, because it is really a good news message, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think, our county's definitely been through a lot, and whenever we can talk about the new things that we're doing to really promote mental health and just everyone's well-being, it's always a good opportunity.
It is. Well, I want to thank you for being with us here today. We'll just go back to a break, and we'll be right back, and we'll talk some more about mental health and wellness with Christine.
Hi, I'm Kelly Ayers, host of Authors of Oxford County. Watch me for authors' profiles on Rogers TV.
And we're back. And this episode is jam-packed full of information on mental health and wellness. It's not always a crisis situation. And right now we have Christine with us, who is a member of the Canadian Mental Health Association branch here in Oxford County. Very accessible, many points of entry. And Christine, I understand you're an author. I'd love for you to tell us a little bit about your book.
Yeah, so in 2013, I launched my own side project that was based around my book launch as well. So it's called Seeing Through the Label. And the idea behind the book was I have been through my own struggles with mental health. I am diagnosed with both bipolar disorder and anxiety disorder. And I started out just kind of journaling to better my mental health as one of my coping strategies. And it kind of just transformed into more of a book where I'm able to kind of touch on both my personal and professional experiences in mental health.
Well, that is absolutely wonderful. And the thing is, though, what usually is our biggest challenge can be our biggest gift as well, isn't it? So for you to become on the other side of the fence, being, a recipient of probably some great services, and now being able to share your wisdom in a book and in person is really a beautiful gift. So thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
So how do people get a hold of your book if they're interested in purchasing
So most of my stuff is online. I have a website, seeingthroughthelabel.com, where people are able to access. I even have like blogs and videos and just lots of cool stuff up there.
Wonderful, wonderful. So I'm sure you speak also outside of the realm of your job as well. Yeah. So speaking out and going to public events and sharing your information is a great outreach as well, isn't it, for what you do?
Yeah, and I think that, we keep saying talking about mental health is important, but I really do think that it is because it shows that vulnerability, right? And I've been really amazed by, as soon as I tell my story, I'm hearing other people's stories and things that people are holding in and holding on to. And I think we always feel like we're the only one going through this, right? There's something wrong with us, we're abnormal, whatever it is. And being able to connect with another human being that's saying, you know what, I also have struggles. Of course, everyone's struggles look different, but even just having that connection point of saying, you know what, I struggle with some stuff too, and here's how I get through it, and here's the lessons that I've learned. And I think it's important when I talk about, my own mental health experiences, that I always try and have that positivity as well with it, right? Because I have been lucky enough to be in recovery for many years now. So talking about, how you get there and what recovery looks like for me and what tools I use and things like that, to not just kind of dwell on, what I've been through negatively, but also the fact that it has built a lot of strength and resiliency. And I really enjoy working with some of our younger clients as well who are going through mental health issues, because it's always interesting talking to them about the fact that yes, it's unfortunate to have to go through issues when you're younger, but building those skills and those tools and resiliency at a young age sets you up for life, because we all go through stuff. So having your own toolbox and resiliency and everything, so that when life hits you, you have things to access. So I think that's one of the real blessings of going through something challenging, is that we do develop these skills and strengths and resiliency to face whatever comes next.
Exactly, and you see the world through different eyes, right? And you can appreciate the beauty of life that much more, because it really is a gift. Life is a gift. Every breath is a gift, and every struggle is a gift. And you look for the right resources to help you through it. So I wonder too if you have any more insights that you can share on seasonal affective disorder.
Yeah, so seasonal affective disorder is certainly something that impacts us during the winter months, especially in colder climates, because we have less sunlight, less access to activities. I mean, if someone, say, is a jogger, walks or something like that to try and cope with their mental health, and that's taken away from them, that's certainly going to impact them. So it is, a range of things that kind of impact on that, between the isolation, lack of coping strategies. They think that the lack of sunlight affects our serotonin and melatonin levels as well, which can impact mood and sleep. So there's definitely a lot of different things that can cause a seasonal affective disorder. Some of the things that might be helpful is a lot of people actually use those light boxes that are really neat. So those can be nice to use, and actually we offer at our office, if people come in our self-help member, they can use it in one of our interview rooms to kind of access that light treatment without having to purchase a light, because they can be more expensive and less accessible to people. So things like that can be helpful. And even just accessing any type of coping strategy. I always like to say that a coping strategy is anything that makes you feel good. So for me, it might be one thing, for you, it might be something else, and I think sometimes people hear coping strategies and they think they have to be these big technical things, but it can be, having a cup of tea, reading your favorite book, taking a warm shower, lots of different things can certainly help out, but just accessing those coping strategies and accessing your supports can certainly help out.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I want to thank you and Laura today for being with us on Oxford Empowered. It's been a fabulous conversation. And thank you for being with us on this edition of Oxford Empowered. I'm Brenda Pearce. Go out and be inspired and live life.